Welcome to my channel. I'm Deborah, a 60 plus first time gardener, and I garden in Northern California in Zone 9B. My channel is all about my sharing my garden experiences and journey as a senior gardener trying to realize all her garden dreams. In today's video, I'm planting up some white vinca and sharing how I do so as a senior gardener. Later, I'll be showing how my gardeners are pulling out a euonymus plant and putting it in a pot for me. Here are the tools I'm using: a shovel, some biotone, mulch, the vincas, and some garden soil. In this bed, I already have some daffodils planted. They're spent for this season. I'll look forward to them next season. Also, I have planted in this area some lavender, but it hasn't been doing very well. I've just not had a lot of success with growing lavender in my garden. If you have any tips for me on growing and maintaining lavender in your garden, I'd love to get those. Please leave me all the advice you can in the comments. Well, let's get started planting up this vinca. I'll start off by placing the vinca in this area where I likely want to see them planted. Here I'm just squeezing the containers to loosen up the soil around the plant's roots so that I can slide them more gently out of the containers. You may notice that I am sitting while I am doing my planting. It's because most people may use a kneeling pad, but these old knees of mine have seen much healthier, better days. So I actually have a garden kneeler, and it also has a seat, so I can put it down for kneeling, or as I have it now, flipped up for sitting. It is also important to protect your hands, which is why I am wearing gloves. The soil can be very abrasive to elderly skin that sometimes can be very tender and easily scarred or bruised. I actually like the feel of soil in my hands and rubbing my hands through the soil, but I have since learned there are some key reasons why gloves are so important. It is for infection controls. As you age, your skin gets thinner, and as I mentioned, bruises and cuts more easily. Soil and fertilizer and animal droppings, have dangerous bacteria and fungi. Also, we want to prevent skin damage. Gloves are a great shield against the UV rays. Also, gloves allow us to have better grips as well as joint comfort, and just generally keeps the skin clean. As you can see, I'm planting up this vinca myself, but later on in this video, I will be getting the help of my garden service to help me with pulling out some euonymus shrubs and having them put in pots. I have a garden service come out monthly to help me with the things I just don't want to do in the garden, like rake the leaves, pull the weeds, spray for some weeds, mostly things like that. Generally, all other gardening things I do myself with the help of my grandsons. I'm just getting my hole dug to the depth that I like for putting in the vinca. And then I will add some biotone here. Biotone is a starter for when you're first planting your plants to help the roots grow fast and strong. It lowers the transplant stress. It's just very easy to use. You just mix it into the dirt around the plant. It works for flowers, vegetables, trees, and shrubs. Now I'm just adding in a little extra gardening soil for this sandy area. I do have one problem in this bed that I do have to address, and that's this pear tree starting. It came from this tree here, which we love. It's beautiful. And it had a little volunteer come over here. So this one I'll cut back since the roots are so established and deep. I can't dig it out. I'll just cut back all the branches and just keep it trimmed back so it doesn't really form into a full tree, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Well, I'm all done planning. I think it looks really nice. I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to see how it fills out. So here's a really good look at the bench that I have, that I use for kneeling and or sitting. Valdemir and his dad are here, and they are pulling up my Euonymus and going to put them in a pot for me that I can end up doing a topiary. These guys are awesome. I love that they can do all the heavy lifting. So here's what they look like all potted up. I'm so excited and happy about these. I look forward to how gorgeous they're going to be in the future. I'm thinking about maybe shaping them more, but right now I'm just going to let them get used to their new home. And that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you join me in my next video, and I hope all your garden dreams come true.